In October 2023,
Where's she at?
I don't know where she is.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
snort, 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 code, drip, snort, snort.
I got the drip. Go.
Anyway, he's crazy. That's number one. Number two, people have been telling me about this for months and months. Obviously, there's a demand to see me react to it. Okay, there is. If not, you guys wouldn't have kept bringing it up for months and months. Now it's been months, right? I can't even remember the last time I mentioned him.
There's demand.
So, in this case, every once in a while, you want to break it up for variety, do something a little different. We will. Okay. And then number three, I'm going to be very honest and transparent with all of you. Okay. I'm just really in a bad mood because of the stuff that happened in my personal life yesterday. So since he's taken opportunity every single day for the last, 10 years to dump on me, I think when I'm in a bad mood and I just want to maybe feel better about myself, I think I'm going to watch some review tech content to just boost myself up by watching the lowest form of humanity and realize, thank God I never was degraded to that level and I still have self-respect.
So he's throwing in guilt for the excuse to bring up drama against me because he always says he's anti-drama. So he feels like this is his scapegoat to be able to talk about drama. Black Sheep, I thank you for the wiener. Black Sheep gifting a membership too, putting us at 7 members. Let's go. How many members am I at right now? I should actually check, huh? Let's see. Come on. Memberships. Let's see here. I'm at 882, guys. 882. I mean, it's far, but not insane. And Phil, you're going to be on my ass. I smell coffee. It's making my ass tingle.
Respect, and I still have a great loving family, and I have all these things to be grateful for. I can watch his content and realize, wow, life ain't so bad. So that's why we're going to be doing this today. Fair enough? I hope that
Yeah, it's Phil, and I hate even saying this to sound defensive, but this is the reality of it. I have a girlfriend and 3 beautiful kids. I actually have this thing called a family. I was just with them yesterday. I'm going to be with them a few times this week.
Bot Rix has correctly joined the channel.
You have a cat. You know, I would actually do a show with Phil because it probably, do you imagine the viewership that would get? But here's the thing. For whatever's fucked up in his head psychologically that he takes it from Kino Casino, he would never take it from me. Probably because he thinks there's nothing to gain. That's the only thing he's worried about is what's in it for me. Even though there would be plenty of money and views in it for him, but he won't. Just like he has some mental block to avoid Kino Casino, he has another mental block where he won't work with me. Kino Casino could say the same exact thing that I say, literally. And with them, perfectly fine, just razzing. Rispergu, thank you for the pussy. I could always use some pussy. But Kino Casino could say something perfectly fine, just razzing. I say it, banned. It's so fucking weird.
explains my reasoning. Okay.
So that was his excuse, because he always tells his audience, I'm not into drama. So don't get pissed off at me. I had a bad day yesterday, so I could do this. Okay, Phil. All right, Philip. Good job.
All right. So we're gonna
Dark
begin,
Side Dickers, yes.
and you might be wondering, what are we gonna watch today? Well, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't work too hard on this. Okay.
Lily_1989
It's
donated £5 through Super Chat. Melanie Mac fan likes RTU love all around heart.
Hey, man, it's all good. You can enjoy Melanie Mack, and that's I don't do that shit. She told me to find Jesus the other day.
At all. All I
Thank
did
you.
is I just went to his most recent archive stream. So if you're ever interested in review text content, here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to do a massage.
Phil, I've actually implored you to do this before. You were the one who said that you're better than it. Many times. Many times. You're better than this content. But here you are doing this content. And I will. I need some more coffee soon.
Solid. All right, you ready for this? Unlike what everyone else does, all you got to do is go to his actual streaming channel, RTU Streams, and as you can see, today we're not going to...
Oh, Jesus Christ, as I'm actually on his channel right now in an unedited video, reacting to it. But that's his thing. You're watching me on a detractor's channel, even though most of the detractors just have raw clips of you, Phil, or maybe they like pitch your voice or reverse the video to make sure they don't get a strike from you. All those are is just clips unedited, mostly of you. I know Snort Burnell and Memology, again, they just add things in, so they put some editing in. But it's still just interjections in between your raw clip. Whoa, I look like Butthead again. I gotta show you that. For anyone who wonders what I'm talking about. Whoa, my goatee is cool. Thank you for the delicious salt. The burrito's being ordered. Oh. Tell me it doesn't look like Phil. I'm not trying to be a dick. Like, look. Can we, like, order Chipotle? We need to hit the goal first.
going to watch a detractor video. We're not going to watch someone who edited his content. I'm actually going to watch...
That's the thing. He's pulling the same thing he did with Steve, even with the irrefutable evidence, with the bank leaks. Again, I truly mean that, too. You know, it's kind of like what I was saying about Elon Musk. It's like, I don't want to see Elon Musk get popped. I don't really care either. I'm not going to be, I'll be honest with you. I think the guy's a piece of shit. I'm not, but I don't like, it would be the worst thing for the country. I would be more concerned for the country if something happened to Elon Musk than Elon Musk. I've said what I said. But it's kind of like with Phil. I don't want to see, look, the person who broke into his bank account, yes, they should get in trouble. 100%. But when you sit there begging constantly about money, yeah, it's going to pique people's interest. Like, yeah, is this guy, we see how much money he brings in. Does he really need this much to survive? You're just begging for it. Dude, I hate them both. I despise Elon Musk and Donald Trump with a passion, but if they got assassinated, that would bring this country into a civil war. I talked about it actually in this stream, not going into all of it again. I hate them, loathe them, but anyway, let's continue.
Watch his real stream. Because in reality, this is what you should do. If you're going to benefit from watching someone else's content in a negative way, you should actually watch their content, all right? Not someone else's. Now, you might say...
Because, Phil, why that is the case, too, is that those, like, what the detractors do, unedited... or minimal editing, is they go to your content, clip out the part where you're doing something fucking stupid, like Duty just did, and they take it and they trim the fat. No pun intended. They trim the fat and just get to the part where you're being a fucking moron. It's not that they're like chopping up your words or using AI or like making videos and totally taking you out of context. Has that happened to you? I'm sure. But this is not happening. This is right now your channel that you're fucking kicking yourself metaphorically in the balls as we speak.
Say, well, Phil, I don't understand. Are you sure you're not exaggerating? Well, I mean, all I gotta do is look over here in related videos and show you that 9 days ago he streamed a stream. There's my head, there's my leg. That's my leg in the thumbnail there. Okay.
Oh my God, his leg is in the thumbnail. Run. Yeah, that's when you were showing off your calf on Twitter. That's why that's become a meme, because you had to, for whatever reason, to debunk a troll, show your muscular calves. You did. That's what you did, Phil.
Okay. And if you go to his channel, you'll literally see that's every single stream. I wish that I was exaggerating, but every single stream is my face, my body parts, me, everything there.
Before I even knew today this was happening, what is the thumbnail? What is it? This is the thumbnail for today. And I didn't know Phil was doing this. Where is Phil? That's not Phil. That's a man with a helmet for hair, and this is Bill Gates with a goatee because I'm fucking weird.
Well, he's dead, so...
Again, a receipt. God damn it. But yeah, I've had Phil in a ton of thumbnails. I'll admit that too. Because I do talk about Phil a lot. I wonder why. But, man, Phil, when it comes to... I don't even know if you would call me a detractor. But when it comes to, air quotes, being a detractor of yours, I'm like... I know I said something stupid back in the day where I was one of your bigger detractors, which was dumb.
No, not
But I'm a low man on the totem pole,
That's
dude.
why I'm doing dog shit.
There's podcasts dedicated to you.
I'm sorry.
I just talk about you a lot because there's a lot to talk about.
It's always me. The guy is literally 100% fucking obsessed, right? Like, no exaggeration.
Look, Phil, I have your face covering my nipple with a cockatoo. He looks like that's a presidential photo, but that's him mid-masturbation session, excuse me.
And this guy is going to become, like, what's his name? The killer from fucking Silence of the Lambs. The guy who puts you in the hole and says it rubs the lotion on his skin or else it gets the hose again. And he wants to, like, rip your face off and wear it or whatever.
What the fuck? If I didn't know he was as stupid as he was, I would think he was doing this by design to get attention. What the fuck? So what the hell do you think of, like, Duty or memeology then? Like, what do you think? Oh my God.
Like, that's the level at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's that crazy. Okay? So, this is his starter thumbnail of his stream. Do I have to say anything? Do I have to actually say a word, or can we just continue on to actually where he jumps on straight?
Yes, your mid-masturbation face is on my nipple. It's funny, and it's staring at a cockatoo. I think another piece to the puzzle is that the 220 thing really got to him, and he wants to try to deflect the craziness that we all know that he's had over to something else. That's absolutely the case, and that's why this is being done too. Yeah, that's an AI. This is all AI. There's birds. There's men looking to hold their hands in between birds. The cockatoo's about to attack this man. There's a cockatoo right here. And then there's Phil's fat face covering my nipple.
Like, it just... We don't have to even observe. Just all you have to do is use your eyes. Okay? That's it. I don't have to comment. Okay? So let's actually jump into some of his content. Here we go. So here's him starting up. Okay?
Hey, Phil, finally. And I'm not gaslighting him. I've said this for ages, dude. You always cry about people talking. Talk about other people. It's all good.
And you may notice something. He's got a green screen. Did you notice that? That's right. Review Tech uses a green... I wonder who else...
Oh, my God. Is he going to say that I'm using a green screen because of him, when before he was using a green screen, he was making fun of me for using a green screen because I used his set as a joke behind me? Holy shit. He just... Phil, you're such a fucking liar. He's such a fucking liar. He should have been a politician if he was smarter. Remember, he was making fun of me saying that even though it's all about aspect ratios and how big I made myself by stretching myself out in OBS. Remember, he was saying that, oh, look, it proves that I would be too fat to be in his room. Why do I need a green screen? He even said, too, why do I need a boom arm? And then people would say to him, dude, you made fun of Review Tech USA for not needing a boom arm. Now you're getting one. And his response was, I'm a professional. Like, what does that even mean? Okay, Phil. We both sit here and talk to people on the internet. What's the difference?
Who else uses a green screen? Well, let's take a look.
Oh, my God. He really is. He's a really fucking awful person and a liar. Dude, the video... It has to be somewhere. We'll keep that one up. There's so much Phil. But I didn't even... There was no Phil on the agenda today. You ruined me.
Hello there. I'm in aim. What reason have you to fear me?
Review Tech USA maybe uses... Review Tech USA uses ESP aiming background.
Defend objective A.
Oh, shit. Where is it, dude? Here it is. Here it is.
Dude, I think you are. I think you responded to me on Twitter.
So,
Not a joke. Go watch the show. I was like,
now he wasn't using... I was using a green screen already. The evidence is right here. He wasn't using a green screen. Watch what he says. As he's flat out lying to people saying that he used the green screen first and I copied him. I don't give a shit. I genuinely don't. But what I care about is your lies.
what? And then they sent me this clip, and I looked at it, I was like, what the fuck? You can't make it up. You literally can't make it up, man. It's insane. So,
Fanto Sir donated £5 through Super Chat. Phil wouldn't dare use a black light in his game room. Buffalo Phil puts the lotion on his skin, then he strokes the hose again.
Probably.
I think in this 5 minutes, they barely even say anything. So I don't even think I'm going to watch the whole thing. Maybe. So I don't understand what this guy think. Like, he is so, Cog is so obsessed with Kino Casino that he's.
Oh, this is another time where Kino Casino told him to go after Cog. And like the stupid fucking lapdog that he is, he actually did it.
8-inch Eric donated $4.99.
Yes, we watched the whole thing. It was fantastic.
Richard, did you see the Stephen Cambion interview with Phil?
Infanto, thank you, Carl.
He couldn't answer a question directly and started sweating like it was a pig roast.
Yeah, he used the even though the bank leaks correlate to things I did in real life on the days I said I did them. Can you officially say that those are my bank leaks? And Steve was like, fine, there you go. Jefferson Exotic. What? No way. That has to go back on the soundboard, actually. It's too good. Review Areolas USA. Oh.
Convinced that every negative thing that happens to him in life has to do with them. So because I block.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's crazy.
True. Okay.
And that's the reason he started.
Everything like I used to do, and then my detractors went and gave him hundreds of dollars that day. Now, it was all fleeting. It didn't last. Since then, the guy...
Like, I'm obviously
What?
just doing a show now confirming that...
Early November, right?
His fucking voice.
So, literally, they just talked about shit about, I guess, Andy and the casino. Howard Stern. He doesn't actually need that. He could have a mic just like mine, very low profile, off camera.
Look at how he's defending his previous mic setup. I think maybe Snort Burnell has the proper clip. I think it was Snort Burnell that has the proper clip.
I'm so done. I'm really not feeling it today. I feel sick. I feel tired.
50K.
My head hurts. I'm dealing with panic attacks.
God damn it. I know I'm probably annoying people, but I like having receipts. I don't like just saying shit. Set up, maybe? 2 years ago. It wasn't that long ago, so...
I shouldn't have really talked about it.
I'm going to try one more Hail Mary pass. ESP angry at RTU for using his background. Maybe? I give up, but
I'd better be more careful.
Not blocking the shot, but he's too lazy to get a mic like that. He has to use this ugly ass giant mic arm thing, like he thinks he's a studio
Dude, that's all we can really say now, so.
From one group, but you just massively... He basically just decides on the fly in the middle of his live stream to do this. Why? Because he doesn't have any content. Yeah, continue. Our DSP is your biggest fan from what I've heard. Not even, hello, how are you? Welcome to my...
yeah, Phil, as we've seen with Stutter and Craig, you definitely know how to host people.
Show his first words out of this obsessed man's mouth, and he's jealous as fuck. This crate actually stole this because my set is 4,000 times better than anything he's ever done.
He didn't have a green screen at this point. I need you to spam intro guy and what is but I don't know what that is. I could give you the intro guy farts and I can give you.
I like big dicks. I like big dicks. I like big dicks. I'm a size queen. I like big dicks.
I got to fix that real quick. So before he had a green screen.
Respergu donated $4.99 through Super Chat. Careful, Mr. Rich. DPS is disrespecting your tech.
Why is that? Oh, it's I like big dick. That's not. Okay. Overlap. Sorry. But at this point, he just makes up shit as he goes. The lie is what he wants the reality to be that day. Here he is, literally, these goddamn receipts. Damn it. It's actually literally, here is the evidence the other way around. Why does Rich need a boom arm? Now he has a boom arm. Why does Rich need a green screen? Now he has a green screen. AI, and it looks like shit nonetheless, but he has a green screen. But he's saying that I copied him when this is on his own channel, Phil. This is not a detractor channel again. That shows that I was using this stuff before you were, and this is on your channel, you fucking retard. Oh my God. Yeah, we need
Give me your mailing address. I want to mail you a spoon so you can eat shit out of my fucking ass.
Oh my God, man. What is this? Oh yeah, that could go. I need what? No way back on the soundboard. I need it in my life. I can put my shirt back on. I'm just sitting here shirtless. I feel my nipples getting cold. Bip dip 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 dip. It's dude, just watch this for a second. Keep in mind this is the guy where I'm using a green screen to sit on his set telling me that he has a better setup of me and doesn't have a green screen and doesn't have a boom arm.
And he knows it. And he's jealous as fuck. This crazy man.
I was jealous, absolutely. I was jealous of that current setup right here that he has behind him. Let me get the what, no way. Yeah, that song. I use that Dark Souls song as a shtick for Becky, not the other one that I use all the time. I love that one, but we go into the soundboard and put it in here. Overlap. Sure.
What? Away. What? Away. Away.
What, Phil's lying about something again and the evidence is on his own channel?
What? Away.
Like, dude, it's right here, Phil.
Man wishes that he was Darkside Phil.
I wish I was, dude. You, oh my God. Oh, God, man. Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. Yeah, he has like, dude, it looks like he went to some hobby arts and crafts store and got that shit behind him. I don't understand. Like, Phil, on your own channel, you're proving that you're lying right now. You're not on a green screen. I'm on a green screen. You're using this mic setup. Now you have the boom arm. I already had the boom arm. Like, what the fuck? Update the members too. Also, too, beyond the fact of you getting a stupid tattoo, if you become a member, it gets you access to the members only Discord, and I'm gonna do a call-in show tomorrow, a members only stream where people call in, we hang out, shoot the shit. I'm gonna try to get the sound issue with the games working. Yes. Oh, you got the okay. Watch the chair.
Jefferson Exotic donated $5
second
through Super Chat. Rich, it may be time to accept that you're just not at the quality level of Brunel Productions.
I am not at that quality level.
Cry. Cry hard, Snort Hogan. Cry hard, Cult of Hate. Keep crying because I was right and you were wrong.
I got the drip going. 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 I got the drip going.
It's like a faucet that's dripping. You can't make it stop. So what do you want me to do? Have a mute button that every second I'm tapping the mute button just in case I'm gonna have to clear? Like, this is what I mean. These dumb kids. This is what it is. It's dumb kids.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Snort, snort, snort.
Kogan.
Drip,
Snort, snort.
I got the drip going.
Hard to watch
This guy
everything.
Steve Cobain goes, is PPP Canadian Kirk? Captain Kirk is Canadian, you ignoramus. He's from Montreal. What are you talking about?
No,
William Shatner's from Canada.
Oh my God. They're
What's
talking.
this
I think they're
guy
talking
on
about someone
about?
specific. They're talking about someone specific.
What?
Canadian Kirk in my kick chat. It's a stupid.
Canadian Kirk?
Yes, there was a guy, Canadian Kirk, who he was been in my chat for many years. He started saying dumb racist shit. He got banned from my YouTube chat a zillion times. Then he comes back. He goes on Kick and he says it, and people are mad because he keeps coming back under different accounts
He's
and shit.
awesome and based. Let's go. Let's go, racism.
I knew somehow you would say that. I knew.
Yeah, you knew I was going to say that. Oh, no. Oh, no. He did a heckin' racism. He was politically incorrect in a YouTube chat. Let's crucify Phil. Somebody in his chat hurt a libtard's feelings, triggered some snowflake, and now the whole world is ending. Let's cheer on Canadian Kirk or whoever the fuck this is. I didn't even know. Like, I
know.
didn't even know.
I know.
What a king! What a legend! I'm like, no, Captain Kirk is Canadian. You fucking a-hole. Well, speaking of which, it's now time for Grill Phil.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
So,
To end the
Phil,
show.
I've received a bunch of DMs. Apparently, you're complaining about Panda Express. You're saying it's not gourmet, authentic Panda Express. Was this the first time you ate out Panda and you were disappointed, or what happened?
Absolutely not. Absolutely. So
what happened, bro?
the story. Well, first of all, I actually used to eat Panda
First off,
Express.
the honey walnut shrimp is fucking delicious, Phil.
Is it? Because I've actually never had that there. I used to eat it back in the day. Back in the 90s, I worked in a mall, and Panda Express was one of the things in the food court, and I would eat like the orange chicken, the teriyaki chicken. I was actually there the week when they released teriyaki chicken at Panda Express, if you can believe
You were
it.
there.
I was that old. I'm that fucking old, okay? So the thing was, like,
and we got to get you in the nursing home. Fucking dementia patient here.
so the funny part about it was back then it wasn't a big deal, but I would eat it every once in a while. And then I had a friend who started working there. He worked there for like 5 years, right? And then he was in his 20s, and he's like the manager now. And he started telling me about it. He goes, so basically at Panda Express, what we do is in the morning, everything's actually fresh. We take it out, we'll cook it, we make it, put it in the fucking metal containers or whatever. It goes into the heat. He goes, if you eat right in the morning, it's good. But if you eat at any point during the day, except when we're changing out the tray, you're basically eating 4+ hour old ass food that's sitting out there that's overcooked, because that heat lamp is just continuously cooking the food all day, which is why you can get it one day and it's like juicy and delicious, and the next day it'll be like fucking hard and dry and crunchy and like shoe leather, right? So when he told me that, I was like, hey, if I'm going to eat there, maybe I'll keep my eyes peeled for when they're swapping out the trays, and I'll try to get the fresh stuff. So people have recommended to me for DSP tries it, maybe in the next couple of episodes, that I try Panda Express. And I was like, it might be interesting, because I haven't done that in many, many years. I haven't had it. And there is one close to me, actually, right here where I live. But my wife, about 5 years ago, all right, she was at her job and she was on break, and she went with a coworker and they went to lunch at Panda Express, and she got the orange chicken. And she said she got it and she went to eat it, and it literally was like chewing on like tough meat. Like you could tell it was like way messed up.
My question is, why did she continue eating it?
She didn't. She ate 2 pieces. So the first piece was kind of like, not so good. And the second piece was like gross, right? She only ate the 2 pieces. She tried eating the rice. She said the rice was flavorless. It was supposed to be fried rice. It was like so bland. So basically she didn't really eat that lunch, and she got stomach like sickness. Like she got food poisoning from this. For like a day, she was like, couldn't stop vomiting. It was so disgusting.
Well, my question is, what's the difference between that and typical Chinese food? Because it's all pretty much the same shit, right? It's all like...
If you're talking Americanized Chinese food, you're actually right. Like Americanized Chinese food is not real. It's fake shit. That's not the authentic stuff.
It's not what they eat in China.
If you want to eat what they eat in China, you have to get what's called Szechuan Chinese. That shit is good. That shit is very good, and you're going to notice that a lot of their dishes are very spicy, and that's because that's real Chinese
my
food.
hot take about it, Phil. Chinese food is a thing of the past. Chinese food has been outclassed by Japanese food for at least a decade now.
That's true.
Once the Japanese food came in, why the fuck would you order Chinese food? The Japanese food is way fresher, way tastier.
Healthier for you.
Yeah, healthier. It's on a whole other culinary level of excellence. So it's been a long time since I get Chinese food. But my whole thing is this. If I am going to get Chinese food, it's probably going to be Panda Express. Because I feel like Panda Express has a higher level of sanitation standards as a chain than the average Chinese restaurant. Because the average Chinese restaurant, you don't know if they're feeding you dog, if they're feeding you cat, if they're feeding you shit that fell on the fucking floor. They don't give a fuck. So, like, I don't know. For me, it's like, I don't know why you would say Panda Express is worse than the other options.
Well,
you know what I mean when it comes to Chinese food.
You may have a point, because a few years ago, there was a place in downtown, the town that I live, and it was a brand new Chinese restaurant. And my wife and I said, let's order from there. Let's test it. And we got it. And number one, it didn't taste like what they said it was. You know what I mean? Like, it says, oh, it's going to be chicken. You're eating like, this doesn't taste like chicken. Like, what could this possibly fucking be? And it was also like this liquidy, dark-ass sauce that's not normal. Like, it's not the normal sauce you would have on Chinese food. I ate it, and I fucking shat my brains out for like a day. It was so bad. It was like really bad. So I think you're right. When you're not going with a chain, you're taking a chance. But I basically live in Asian Central. Where I live in Washington State is like everyone who flies into the United States. No, I'm serious.
The Chinese food, Mr. Bonnell.
Chinese, Japanese, Vietnamese, Filipino, Hawaiian, like all the Asian cultures, when they come to the United States, they go to this airport because this is the one where they fly in, and then they go from that and they branch off to other flights to go to the rest of the country. Well, a lot of them just stayed here. So there's a ton of that Asian culture here. We do have really good places. Like I actually recently did on stream get Chinese food from a local place that was super fucking good. It's like way better than what you get at Panda Express. But you got to find the good ones. You know, you got to test. You got to order from these fucking places to find the good places.
Here's the thing. So what's with this 220 number? So they keep posting it. I thought at first it was my title belt because it's number 221 out of 370.
It's a dumb detractor
maybe
thing.
Maybe it was your weight. Like maybe you had lost weight and you were 220 or something like this.
It's just another dumb detractor meme. I actually don't know the full explanation. It has something to do with Broside Phil, and I just don't give a shit. So I'm sure someone could figure out the full story and explain it. I really don't know the full story.
You're saying to me it's a police code?
Probably. It probably is.
It's a police code for mental illness or something like this, Phil?
From the purely 100% trustworthy, sure, I believe that he used to be a cop, Broside Phil, giving us this insight into the police codes and stuff. I mean, that's definitely the source that I go to for that shit.
The other question they want me to ask is, do you have these security cameras on your house like this female cop is saying, or
security cameras on my house like a female cop is saying?
You have like 40 or 50 security cameras on your house?
Some people have the Ring doorbells. Well, you know, the ones that go right into the internet. So several people around here have those. There are a couple security cameras that go along the main road. Particularly, we have, I believe, one pointing at our mailbox because our mailbox was vandalized a few years ago and someone destroyed it and stole all the mail. So now we have cameras all along there. But outside of that, no, we don't have a ton of security camera.
Well,
you know, a few.
People started to doubt this story because there's not any sort of installation or work that is done that you don't tell everybody about. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like whenever like the contractors come by, you tell everybody. So I doubted it from the beginning that you had all these security cameras because wouldn't you have told everybody on stream that you got them installed as like a warning to the trolls?
Probably. I mean, the truth is our neighborhood is very safe because we have a good neighborhood watch. Everyone keeps an eye on everything. If you're gone and someone to see someone near your house, they call the cops. This is a private road I live on. So if you're here and we don't know who you are, the cops will show right up and trespass you right off the property. You know, that's why I live here, because I need that level of safety with some of these fucking nut jobs out there. You know what I mean? So, but I don't know. I never installed like a massive security system. There's basic stuff, you know, that's for the whole neighborhood, but no, nothing crazy. I don't know who said that. I didn't even hear that.
Little Green Man for 5 says, Broside Phil called the officer that Phil spoke with and said he was labeled a 220, which is code for a mentally unstable person. But Phil is the most stable guy I know. Phil shows up and does streams 6 days a week. Phil, is this true? Are you a 220,
I don't know.
Phil?
I wouldn't know, and I wouldn't care. First of all, I don't even know if he spoke with the real person I spoke with because I didn't give him the name. So if he found through some kind of research who this was, also, if you actually think that anything he does is reputable, like how could you ever verify that what he said is real? Even if he recorded a conversation, it doesn't mean it's the person he says it is. Could have been somebody coached into a conversation.
An actor. I thought it was a hired actress, to be honest. Like the idea that years later she's gonna remember you.
Exactly.
I mean, maybe you really are that remarkable and unique of an individual that she would remember. But they're dealing with so many calls a day, a week, a month, a year. And then it's like, why are you taking your time to answer this random guy for a half hour on the phone, calling him a 220?
It doesn't make sense. And the conversation that I had with that person was short. It was maybe 10, 15 minutes. It was mostly about the death threat that I had gotten. And then them filing the police report and all of that. And then just as the aside was me talking about, hey, I get thousands of dollars of chargebacks via PayPal. Would you ever look into that and help me with that? That was it. And the answer was no, we don't do that, you know?
Bagel Goose is saying 220 is half a PPP. Maybe that's what they're getting at. Now, Papa Gino says, if you didn't know about it, then why is 220 banned in your kick chat?
Because everyone spammed it for 2 straight days, and that's against the spam policies. I don't want everyone spamming the fucking number. You know, the thing is, I've been through this a zillion times. Some dumbass detractor comes up with a new meme. They come into my chat, and all of a sudden, a whole bunch of new accounts start spamming it. I'm like, what is this? So I ask, and then no one will answer. Instead, they just keep spamming like brainless mouth droolers. And I say, okay, bye. Ban, ban, ban. And then the thing is, I didn't even do it. My moderators put in stuff so that now that term gets auto-blocked. Because they were tired of moderating it. They're like fucking tired of seeing this shit.
Here's my solution. Let them spam it and then sell a 220 Dark Side Phil t-shirt.
Well, see, that's the problem is none of these idiots would ever spend $1 to actually help. They're just there to fucking derail my business. So if that were the case,
maybe if we should embrace the detractor memes and have fun with it instead of seething.
If I were to roll with the meme and they actually would be like, ha, that's funny. Okay, then we'll actually throw Phil a bone. Then I would. Like, I've done that before. Many years ago, there was a meme, a frog, like a cartoon frog, that they were all posting, and I have no clue what it was, but it was a detractor meme. So I said, you know what, that's funny, let's start using it. And I actually had them make a meme, like my face as the frog and shit. And guess what happened? When I owned the meme, they all just stopped using it, and it just went away. Because they didn't, you know what I'm saying?
Well, then that's the solution. You own the meme, and then they'll stop doing the meme, and then you don't have to ban it. You see what I'm saying?
No, I see what you're saying. I totally get that, but what's the point? It's already done. Like, they're trying.
Because then you stay positive and you're having fun and you're winning instead of being perceived as seething and banning and losing. You see what I'm saying?
But I get it, but who's perceiving me like that? Not my viewers. My viewers are annoyed that they see it. My viewers are like, what the fuck is this spam? We just want to chat and have a good time. And they would rather have me take care of it than let them run rampant with it. You know, and that's the problem.
Now, what's his name here? What's his name? Oblivion is saying that's why the detractor streams are getting more viewers because they let people say whatever they want. So you can't compete with them when you're banning. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, but at the same time, you can't let people say whatever they want because these people are unhinged. You see what they
I'm not
do.
saying you allow them to post people's real names,
Exactly.
or doxes, or anything like that. There has to be some limit, and even over there, I think they have to do those limits so far as like doxing and stuff, or else they might be in violation of TOS. But what I'm saying is, maybe it's time to let them go wild. Maybe it's time to let them have fun. Phil doesn't like this idea. I'm just fucking with you, Phil.
No, dude, here's the thing. I've done this before. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've tried all of this. Back in the day,
You've tried it all, huh?
with YouTube, before I was a full-time streamer on YouTube, I told everyone's complaining that I'm moderating my comments too much, so I'm not going to moderate any video comments. So I stopped moderating entirely. I didn't even look at them, right? Within about 6 months of that, I had my longest-term supporters coming to me, and they're like, Phil, you got to actually do us a solid. We actually want you to turn off your video comments. I'm like, why? Like, you have no idea. Racism, sexual stuff, addresses are being posted, like the most vile stuff. And we don't expect you to moderate it full time.
I was okay with the first two, and then, you know, it got a little bit crazy after that. Like,
so I actually had to turn off my comments for years until YouTube instituted an auto system to catch the bad shit. So now I don't have to sit there moderating it manually anymore. You know, now I can have my video comments on again because YouTube has that system. So that's what I mean. These people, you give them an inch, they'll take 17 miles because you gave them the inch. They're not rational fucking people. I wish I could roll with it, but then the whole chat would just be 220 all day and no normal viewer would be able to say anything.
I mean, I get what you're saying. I just feel like it's not a zero-sum game. Like, I feel like you could win and the detractors could win and everybody could win and, like, create content together in the ecosystem. You know what I'm saying? But, like, it doesn't seem like, from what you're saying, that that's possible. But maybe it is if we change our mindsets a little bit.
If they would work with me on shit, like, realistically, I would be open-minded to doing stuff. But the problem is they don't. That's really the problem is the problem is they want to monetize as much as possible. Now, how do you monetize as much as possible? You go as extreme as you can because that's what gets you the views. Instead of it being, let's razz Phil today about something, right? It's let's actually make something up that didn't happen and pass it as a fact. And that's where I draw the line. There's a difference between Phil's dumb, he played a game shitty, he did this wrong, he did that wrong. I get all that. I can get.
If it didn't really happen, why would it matter? If they made it up, why would it matter? Because it's not true.
It's vile stuff, some of the stuff they you know, like Duty said that Duty actually literally said this in a video. Phil said that he thinks that executives should be thrown into the street and publicly shot. And here's the video he did it with the timestamp.
I think that's cool.
But he's literally calling to action his viewers to report me for it. And that's the problem is if people are taking these erroneous actions, what if I get hurt by it? You know what I'm saying?
See, that's what I think is bizarre is the guys who want you reported or banned, because then the gravy train is over for them. Because without Phil, there is no detractor content, hence there is no money. You know what I mean? So it's just baffling to me that they would suggest such a thing as that.
I agree. If they would be more logical and understand that I'm okay making fun of myself in the modern day, like back in the day, I totally wasn't, but now I am. I mean, look at this fucking show that we do every week where I get made fun of constantly. I think
what you need to do is cut a behind-the-scenes deal with the detractors for a certain cut of the revenue, Phil.
Oh, I'm sure they're definitely going to do that. They're going to send me money.
Maybe they will, Phil. Maybe if you give them the license to sell Phil merchandise or something like that, Phil.
All right, detractors, everyone, contact me. And we'll talk about sending me money. This sounds like this is definitely going to happen.
This is the thing is, it's actually the case is it's the secret detractor Discord. They're already sending Phil money. And they just don't know that by supporting their favorite detractor, they're actually supporting Phil.
There you go.
Phil, okay, one final one here on Grill, Phil. So I was watching earlier today, you talked about a story about like some developers that got laid off.
Yeah.
And you were talking about how you got laid off at a helicopter company one time. And I was just curious, like, what is a day in the life of Phil at the helicopter company? Like, what did you do there?
Oh, it's interesting. I started off as a customer service rep where I worked for the repairs part, where basically what would happen is, let's say you're a company who owns a helicopter and your helicopter has a breakdown, right? Oh, shit, this part broke. So you would call me and I would facilitate getting your part in and then getting it to our repair shop because we had an in-home repair shop or in-house repair shop. Or if we couldn't do it, I would find a place in the world because we worked worldwide where we could ship it for you, get it repaired, get the quote. You would pay us, and then we'd send it back to you. Or in some cases, we had loaner parts where we could get you a part, in between so you could get flying more quickly. I did that for like 2-3 years. And then they pulled me off of that and wanted me to do all this other work. They wanted me to do what's called continuous improvement work, where you have to do all this. You have to do all this training on how to basically analyze a process from start to finish.
So you trained people?
No, they trained me, and then I trained people on continuous improvement, and I ran giant projects. I actually had a huge project I ran.
Well, it makes sense. Like the idea of continuous improvement, that's kind of what you do on your stream every day with the business meetings. So you kind of took the application of continuous improvement, and then you do that during your pre-stream where you tell everybody, well, what did I do wrong? Why didn't we hit the goal, guys? What can we do to improve? I'm starting to see. So they actually must have had a lot of faith in you then to make you the head trainer.
Well, I wasn't the head trainer. Oh, no. I was in my department. I was the guy responsible for continuous improvement. So I actually ran a huge event where everyone involved with this process got together, and we were in boardrooms constantly. We were doing these, mapping it out. Where's the bottleneck? What's not working? What's working? And we redesigned the entire process from the ground up. We had the IT department redesign the whole coding of the process to put in the part information and shit. And it took like a year. It took like a year of my job was doing that. And then after that, they basically didn't know what to do with me because they didn't need me in customer support anymore, and they laid me off. So I did all that work, and then they fucking cut the cord and laid my ass off.
But from what I understood, wasn't your father the head honcho of this company?
No, not at all. He was in the company, but he wasn't the head honcho. He was a very small potatoes.
Wasn't he a big deal there, though?
No, not at all. What they
say is that he got you hired, that it was a nepo hire.
No, he had no clout in that whatsoever. When I was hired, he wasn't even working with the same people or in the same building as the people who hired me. It was a completely different department and everything. Some people knew him in the company, but that's definitely not why I got hired. I got interviewed by 3 separate managers for 3 separate jobs, and they were competing to get me for that job because they all wanted me for their own departments.
You were in high demand then.
Well, I had a good education. I had a degree. A lot of the people working there didn't have a degree. And, they had seen my track record of things that I had done and thought that it was a good fit. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I just don't understand how you got laid off. It's crazy.
Reorganization fucks the whole company, and they were downsizing. They got bought out by a big company. The big company didn't even want to have people working there anymore. They wanted to outsource everything to Asia, and they did. The whole company's gone now. That company doesn't even exist anymore. They outsourced all the workers. So, pretty messed up.
So they ultimately didn't outlast Darkside Phil either.
Nope. The hilarious part was
the end won.
Years later, okay, I'm sitting at my local pizzeria. Okay, I'm successful. I'm making ridiculous money on YouTube now. And sitting across from me is the motherfucker who laid me off. I swear to God, it just happened.
No way.
And I'm staring at him just like this. And he looks up.
The karmic justice of the universe, huh, Phil?
And I'm just shaking my head because I'm like, I know for a fact now, making stupid gaming videos on YouTube, I make more money than that motherfucker over there who laid me off. And it was a pretty good moment.
So they're saying in chat, what is the ACE certificate? Do you have an ACE certificate?
That is the initial certificate you get when you qualify as being a certain level of training it's called Achieving Competitive Excellence. That's the name of the program that continuous improvement is within Sikorsky. That's the company that was the parent company. So I had a certificate. It means you went through a certain level of hours and hours of training and you participated in events, and then you earn that certificate. So yes, I did have that certificate.
Do you still have it?
I have no clue. I think he might have found it when we were cleaning out my closet like 3 years ago. It might still be in there somewhere. I don't have it on hand, though.
Because people want to see the mythical ACE certificate, apparently.
I'd have to dig through. Yeah.
This is a holy relic of Phil lore. What I'm saying, Phil, you should take these holy items of Phil lore and you should auction them on eBay or a similar site and see what the detractors would be willing to pay for these holy relics of Phil.
Who knows? Maybe they would actually pay something for them, or they probably flood me with thousands of fake bids and ruin the whole auction anyway. So
No, come on. I don't know. I feel like we're going to enter a glorious new era of detractor, dark side Phil reciprocity. It's going to be like a co-prosperity sphere where everybody wins together, Phil. Wouldn't it be nice?
Maybe someday.
Are we going to hit this goal for fucking us to read the Vince McMahon text or what?
No, we're not.
Who's got, what are we at? 390 or something?
Oh, we're over 400 at this point. Frank,
my God.
To be frank.
Hit it, and then we'll do SmackDown and Raw coming up.
Let's put it this way. If we hit it, we got to do it next week, whatever we're doing, because it already went.
Yeah.
And I got to get out of here. But
all right. Well, let's get the hell out of here then. Guys, you failed us. You fucking withheld. Very stingy tonight. Very lacking in support.
That's not
true.
true.
Disappointed in
That's
all of
not
you
true
people.
at all. Absolutely
this is
not.
Fucking brutal. Like, how are we going to explain this to the detractors? This embarrassing failure. This meager result of only $400. Holy fuck, man. I hang my head in shame. The show is felted. It's canceled. Again, I just want to clarify for everybody. There's going to be no Kino Casino next week.
That's right.
No Smart Guys next week.
That's right.
We will be returning March 4th for this program, which will feature the Elimination Chamber review.
Right.
That edition of Monday Night Raw. And if we get the support for the goal right now, we'll even throw in SmackDown and the Vince McMahon text messages. But you know what? It seems like the siren whale call, it's not hitting. It's over. Steve won, guys. You let us down. Slimy Steve, Subversive Steve, Snake Steve won again. What a disaster. And that was after probably a world record of begging.
That was...
We even did... Yeah. We did Televangelist PPP. We busted out Pignosis Phil.
That's right.
And we still couldn't get it. Unbelievable disrespect and withholding from this audience. Shame on all of you. We did what we were meant to do. You guys just couldn't hold up your end of the bargain. So that's why I'm taking a week off next week. All right. We'll see you guys. Go ahead, Phil, wrap it.
Guys, thank you so very much. No Smart Guys next week. We'll see you in 2 weeks for the Elimination Chamber recap, Monday Night Raw, and everything else that comes with it, plus Grill Phil and all the good stuff. So thank you all. Thanks for your support. Sincerely, we jest. Have a good night. See you next time. Bye-bye.
I got the drip go. 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 I got the drip go.
It's like a faucet that's dripping. You can't make it stop. So what do you want me to do? Have a mute button that every second I'm tapping the mute button just in case I'm gonna have to clear? Like, this is what I mean. These dumb kids. This is what it is. It's dumb kids.
For January, and that's where it gets really interesting. Just like Whose Line, MSRP is made up and performance doesn't matter. And pricing has gotten completely unhinged over the last couple weeks. Scalping will continue until morale improves. And some of the scalping is by first parties. So let's just see what CEO Jensen Huang has to say about all of this.
4 elephants. 1 GPU.
Okay, he's busy. We're here to talk about the NVIDIA RTX 50 situation. It's not the stability one, or the melting 12-volt high power cable one, or the one where if you set the refresh rate on your monitor, then it's a black screen, or the PCIe. You know, it's just about price. It's probably just faster for me to say what it's about. It's about the price. It's not about all the other ones. Those are different. But this chart shows just how pointless it is to try and buy a 50 series GPU. We worked with Trackalacker to obtain some numbers. Trackalacker is a site that Jeremy has been using, and we used it in our paper launch video too. The team over there is trying to help consumers understand pricing behavior and combat bots. They've also been incredibly helpful by sharing some of their data with us. This chart shows the average time in stock for each device. It's measured in seconds of time that the public retail page shows inventory. It's possible that if Trackalacker's automated systems miss an interval, then some of the numbers would be off, but in those instances, the numbers would actually be even worse than what you're seeing here, and they're already bad. We averaged all of this in total across all 5090 and 5080 cards. They're in stock on average for 604.08 seconds, or about 10 minutes. Outliers of longer inventory primarily include first-party board partners. It's obviously not worth trying to even buy one of these cards right now, but let's take a deeper look. This chart shows the time in stock again, but broken out by GPU type. The 5090's shortest time in stock was 26 seconds. There's at least some reassurance in that the combos take nearly 10 times as long to sell at a minimum, but they're still selling in under 5 minutes. The average time until the inventory is out of stock is 413 seconds for the card, or 1123 for the combo. The max in-stock option was the MSI the Power Pack, which bundles a $700 power supply with the 5090. More on that later. It's a terrible deal. The 5080 was typically in stock for 554 seconds, but at minimum 5 seconds. But pricing is a big part. This chart
I can't wait to go to the hotel and lay there for the rest of the night. Fuck you guys in chat. Y'all are some pieces of shit. I'm fucking tired. I don't give a fuck anymore. Fuck you. I've been up for goddamn near 30 hours.
Guys, it's like energy drink. Ginger.
Oh, thank you.
Stimulant. It's good, good. No, it's not funny, guys. It's not. Don't believe them. It's just, it's like healthy drink. Booster. Oh, guys.
ginger shot's cool. Save it for later. Ain't gonna help me right now. What is that? What is ginger gonna do? Oh, it's fucking nasty. Thank you, Joel. Yes. Where's this taxi? I lose my mind, bro. No taxi. Yes, taxi. Thank you, Joel.
Did you take it?
Yeah, I drank it.
It's energy drink, not honey pack.
Ginger, yeah, this is ginger.
Ginger or something.
Not energy.
They say it's energy drink.
It's a scam.
Scam, maybe.
But it's good for the stomach. Might make me want to poop though. I already have to poop.
Drink Coke?
Where's this taxi, man?
Taxi is coming, I think. It's here. Coke? You want something like drink? You good? You just...
Ain't nothing gonna help me right now. I drank like 4 coffees. I didn't feel shit.
Wait. Coke.
I'm gonna turn off the stream, guys.
Music's peaceful, but it makes me sleepy.